Hi, it's Andy Houghton from Disability Inclusion Solutions. And a lot of people want to know, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you cook? How do you drive? Well, I've shared some of the things that I do with you previously. Today, I wanted to share with you, just to give you a little taste of how I cook and some of the equipment I have in my kitchen that makes it more accessible for me. The modifications to our kitchen are pretty straightforward. We lowered the double oven by 4 inches. You can't even tell, but it's much easier for me to reach. Additionally, we lowered the stovetop by 4 inches, which again is almost not even noticeable. We also placed our microwave/convection oven low so it would be easy to reach. And the last thing we did was make this little cutout so I could slide right underneath. So earlier today I did some shopping at Whole Foods. What I'm doing today is I've been trying to eat a lot healthier, and I got this Vitamix here. Anybody who knows what a Vitamix is, I mean, this thing will grind anything. So what I'm going to try today is some tomato and orange bell pepper soup. So what I'll be putting in the soup today is I've got some basil here, I've got some little cherry tomatoes, I've got some Parmesan Reggiano, I've got some no salt diced tomatoes, I've got some orange bell peppers, and I have some garlic. And then over here, I've got some low sodium spicy V8 juice. You know, you could put in a can of tomato sauce, but I thought I'd go for this since I had it in the kitchen. I've also got some no salt vegetable stock, and I've got about 3/4 of a cup of non-fat milk, along with a 3/4 of a cup of half and half. I went the real deal on the half and half because you need that body, you need that thickness. So I've already sliced up most of the peppers, but I just make them real thin, put them in here, so they cook up a little quicker. And it's real simple. You just do the slicing like this. What's really convenient for me is when we designed this kitchen, we left a little spot under here that allows me to wheel underneath. And therefore, this is really the place where I use when I'm slicing and dicing and shredding, you name it. So now that I've got all of the materials ready for the soup, we're going to go over, heat up the skillet, and then lightly saute the garlic, the peppers, and the tomatoes. And then we'll put them right in that blender, and we'll kick it on soup mode and see what we come up with. And we're gonna add a little bit extra stuff in here. We're gonna take a can of unsalted diced tomatoes. We're going to take the half and half and non-fat. It's kind of counterintuitive, but what the heck. That'll give it a little creaminess. Then we've got some no salt vegetable stock. And we've got our low sodium spicy V8. So now that we've got all that in there, we're going to add a few sprigs of basil. I'll save some of this basil for the finished product, but it's nice to have that little flavor. I'm going to add some white pepper. I can smell that basil already. And then we're going to dump in some of the Parmesan Reggiano. Like that. So we're going to kick this on and wait till you see this thing. It takes off. Hold on. So you can see it's piping hot there. What we're going to do to top this off is I'm actually going to add just a touch of this cream. When I was a kid, I used to come home from school every day and make tomato soup, get out a can of Campbell's, and I'd put some milk in it. Then I'd make myself some cheese bread, Parmesan cheese bread. That was my staple almost every day coming home from school. So I'm going to do a little bit of kind of reminiscing here. We're going to take this sprig, a couple sprigs of basil, and lay that on the top like that. We're going to sprinkle a little more of the Parmesan Reggiano, like that. And then I've got these Parmesan chips. We're going to dump one of those in there. Now we're going to give it a taste, see how it came out. You can just barely get a hint of that garlic and the basil, as well as the Parmesan Reggiano. And the tomatoes aren't too overpowering, and the peppers are just right. I mean, this came out incredible. You know what? It could use a little salt. This is just awesome. It doesn't get much better than this. That is so good. So I gave you a little taste of what I can do around the kitchen. And next time we'll show you what I can do out in the backyard, around the house, to keep things ship shape here. So thanks again for watching. I'll catch you next time.